Hello everyone, Weather Jamaica here. Welcome to this updated video on the weather across Jamaica and the Caribbean. It is Sunday evening, December 11th, 2022. Now before we jump into it, please ensure that you guys like the video, share it, subscribe, and tap notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a brand new video. Also, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section letting me know what the weather has been like in your area recently. Also, feel free to ask any weather related question that you might have about the future of the weather in your area. I respond to all comments and I really live for this stuff. Alright, so let's just take a look at the significant feature map across the Atlantic for this evening. We can see where we have a trough stretching all the way from the eastern portions of Florida all the way down into sections of Hispaniola, and we also have that cold front stretching all the way from northeastern Atlantic all the way down into portions of the northeastern Caribbean. And if we actually take a look back at the satellite images that were shown in the beginning, we can see the clouds associated with that cold front affecting portions of Puerto Rico and the Leeward Islands, not to mention the clouds associated with that trough affecting portions of the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, all the way down into portions of Hispaniola, so portions of Haiti getting in on some of that rainfall as seen with that cloud cover. We'll talk some more about that later. Let us focus our attention now on the weather across Jamaica today. Let's reload these images quickly and let's give you guys a close-up, shall we? Alright, so if we actually take a look at the weather, we can see where we had a lot of clouds across portions of northern Jamaica, some of which spilled into portions of southern and western parishes. So portions of Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth got in on some of the rainfall. Even portions of Clarendon and St. Catherine got in on some of the rainfall as well. And as usual, the North Coast has always been receiving their fair share of rainfall, so portions of St. Anne, St. Mary, and Portland. And if we actually look at the Doppler radar images, we can actually see where we had that rainfall represented by the moderate in the green and the yellow, strong rainfall across portions of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth in the evening hours. And if we actually take a look at the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology website, it can actually show us where in Jamaica got the rainfall for today. So mostly northern parishes as well as portions of southern and western Jamaica, so south central and southwestern Jamaica. Maybe Clarendon, maybe Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland got in on some of the afternoon rainfall for today. So yes, we can still have afternoon rainfall. It's not winter as yet. Winter starts on the 21st of December. We're still in the month of autumn, so we can still receive some afternoon rainfall, afternoon convection. Let's take a look at the temperatures for this evening. We can see where we're having 25 degrees Celsius across portions of St. Thomas. What's this? 24 in Kingston, 24 in Spanish Town. As usual, 20 degrees Celsius in Mandeville, and 24 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay. And if we actually take a look at tomorrow's forecast, yes, we're still in the blues across portions of the Caribbean. On the Euro model, the GFS is showing something very similar. So we're not out of the below normal temperatures as yet. As stated, we're gonna be moving back into the warmer temperatures by the weekend. Alright, so let us take a look at the wind forecast for Jamaica for tomorrow. We're going to be having more of an easterly flow across the island. Look at this. Northeasterly across portions of northwestern Jamaica, easterly across portions of northeastern Jamaica, southeasterly across portions of southern Jamaica. Where does all of this air pile up? Across portions of central and western Jamaica, so inland areas. That's on the Euro, and the GFS is showing something similar. Easterlies or east northeasterlies on the north coast, and not such a strong southeasterly or easterly flow on the south coast, but we still have the darkest blues. Inland areas of central and western Jamaica could receive all of that afternoon rainfall. And if that afternoon rainfall actually, develops some strong afternoon convection, we can have wind shear coming in from the west, and we can see where we have some strong wind shear taking place across the Caribbean for this is 0Z on Tuesday. That's about 7 p.m. on Monday. We're going to be having some strong westerly wind shear across the Caribbean, and we've already been having wind shear like that. If we actually take a look at the satellite images across Hispaniola for this evening, they actually got some decent afternoon thunder showers across portions of southwestern Haiti. And look what happened. Convection took place. All those sparkling white dots represent lightning and thunder. And look at the direction the high cold cloud tops are blowing off to the east. That's what we call westerly wind shear. So we might have something very similar to that across portions of Jamaica for tomorrow, Monday evening. The afternoon thunderstorm season is not over as yet. As stated, we're still in autumn up until the 21st of December when winter begins, even although we've been experiencing some winter-like weather conditions since December started with all of that northeasterly flow, relief rainfall, and cooler temperatures. And for the precipitation forecast for tomorrow, we can see where the rainfall will begin at around 5 p.m. on the Euro model. Both models are showing some form of blue across most of Jamaica, eastern, central, and western parishes. Look at this continuation, 7 p.m. Still have some blues, mainly offshore, mainly across the sea on both models. Either way, we still have some rainfall to get. And then 9 p.m., not so much on the Euro. GFS still has some rain on board. Either way, if we actually take a look at the accumulated precipitation forecast, we can see where we're going to be having anywhere from 0.1 to almost 0.3 or 4 inches, especially across eastern Jamaica. Central Jamaica could also get in on the rainfall. Western Jamaica could also get in on the rainfall as well. And it's going to be mostly convectional rainfall in the evening hours. So we shall see what happens with that. That's what the Euro is showing. The GFS is showing something not so similar. Yes, we have the rainfall across the same spot, but it is not that robust as what the Euro model is showing. Either way, we'll see what happens. We'll see which one of the models win tomorrow. So it makes sense that our workers here with the Jamaica made a post that both models are in agreement that portions of eastern, central, and western Jamaica could receive rainfall during the late afternoon of Monday, December 12th. And we can see basically the same images that were just shown. Rainfall across portions of most parishes in Jamaica. Alright, so that's it for the forecast across Jamaica for Monday. Let's talk about the Caribbean for a second. Yes, we have that trough and we have that cold front stretching all the way from northeastern Atlantic. And yes, we saw those images on the satellite picture. Let's take a look at the Doppler radar images. We can see where we have some amount of rainfall taking place across portions of Belize. Some of this even spilling into portions of Guatemala as well. What about the Eastern Caribbean over here? You can see some rainfall south of Puerto Rico moving off to the south associated with that cold front. We can also see some rainfall across portions of Colombia right here, and we can see some rainfall affecting portions of Guyana, Suriname, maybe even portions of French Guyana as well. Not so much rainfall right now across portions of the Leeward or Windward Islands. Let's give thanks for that. Alright, so let's just take a look at the wind forecast across the Caribbean for tomorrow. We can see anywhere between 5 to let's say 15 knots across the entire Caribbean. Not so strong winds anymore. No more northeasterly flow. So that's why we're not going to be getting the cooler temperatures anymore by the end of the week. The easterly winds are coming back. So we're not getting all of that northeast wind bringing all of that cooler air into the Caribbean. We're getting back to normal Caribbean temperatures, and it's gonna be coming in from the east according to the Euro. The GFS is showing something similar. Let's talk about precipitation forecast across the Caribbean for tomorrow. Alright, so we can see that we're gonna be having some amount of rainfall across portions of the Bahamas associated with that trough. Maybe the trough will be affecting portions of Jamaica as well. Look at all that moisture to the south of Haiti and Jamaica. Lots of rainfall. Portions of southern the Cayman Islands, maybe getting into portions of Nicaragua as well, getting in on some of that rainfall. Costa Rica, Panama, portions of Colombia and Venezuela getting in on some of that rainfall. Look at Trinidad, look at Tobago, lots of rainfall to get. even portions of Guyana and Venezuela. That's on the euro. Do we have agreement on the GFS? Wow, look at that south of Jamaica. If you actually take a look at the European model, yes, we have rain south of Jamaica, but not as robust. And both models are showing the same time. This is 3Z on Tuesday. This is all of the rainfall that's expected up at 3Z on Tuesday. When we calculate that, that's about 10 p.m. on Monday night. This is all the rainfall that's expected from now, Sunday evening, up until 10 p.m. Look how much rainfall. This is getting all the way up in the red. That's almost 2 inches of rainfall south of Jamaica, predicted by the GFS model. The Euro model, not so robust, showing up to, let's say, 0.5 inches of rainfall. What about the rest of the Caribbean? Yes, portions of Trinidad, portions of Venezuela, portions of Guyana getting in on some of the rainfall as well. Yes, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Honduras. Basically the same spots that the Euro has been mentioning. And you know that when we have consensus like this, the chances of it actually happening are much higher. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Take care.